This video is to kind of show what to look for and what to take a look at before you head out on a trail, because we've got our first off-roading event coming up this weekend. So we're just going to kind of run through what we take a look at and what we look for in terms of whether, you know, things aren't operating right, making sure everything's tight and everything's ready to go before you head out somewhere where you're technically not supposed to be. So we're allowed, but like, you know.
Oh, like
this thing wasn't originally supposed to be.
Yes, okay. So taking like your soccer mom minivan,
exactly,
four-wheel driving.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment if we're missing anything, because I don't know if you guys have realized, but we're just kind of making this up as we go along.
Yeah, we're not exactly pros.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it. I don't think anyone thinks that we are.
We're getting there.
But just as a disclaimer, there might be things that we miss.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So. Here we go.
Cool. First thing, fluids. So make sure your fluids are done on time and that they're topped off. You know, so when was the last time you changed your oil?
Oh God, I mean, a month and a half ago, maybe a month.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty recent.
You're a smidge low, so I'd probably top that guy off. Just a smidge. Other than that, I try to prioritize things that like will be an issue, like that leaves you stranded, more or less. So like serpentine belt, checking out that. It'd be a good idea to bring an extra one, but we're poor boys, so $50 for a serpentine belt wasn't in the budget. Things like this, like, okay, we got a slowly leaking Hydro Boost, but it's not affecting his brake performance or anything like that, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. We are gonna bring a little bit of extra power steering fluid, because that's kind of where he's got kind of a slow leak from, so if for some reason that turned into a big leak, we would try to tape it up, but like he would have manual brakes still and, you know, manual steering, so it's like he could get out. If you've done any custom wiring yourself, like Matthew has,
Bazinga!
So you know, this is not the way I would probably do this, but you know, it's a free country.
That's why we have a fire extinguisher.
Well, yeah, you definitely should have a fire extinguisher. So I would check points like this.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Things like this that are gonna, over time, wear through the casing and leave hot exposed wire. That looks broken. But there you go. So check your wear points on those. Check any accessory electronics that you want to use to make sure that they work, and it could just be a simple wiring thing. Battery connections are tight. Little nut and bolt check suspension wise is probably what we're gonna do on this thing too, just to, you know, get a wrench on everything and give it a once little, just kind of make sure air filter's clean. And then things that we're gonna bring with us: a gallon of ATF, oil. If you're gonna be airing down by taking out your valve stems, I bring extra valve stems, because last thing you want is to drop one of those in the snow and you're never gonna find it once you drop it. You've got a spare, I've got a spare. They're filled up, they hold air. Another thing, not saying that you should take out a car that has important things zip tied in place, but if you do have important things zip tied in place, probably want to recheck those zip ties, but definitely bring some extras with you. You know, not that there's any zip ties on this marvel of engineering.
I mean, zip ties are pretty much a marvel of engineering itself.
That's true.
You know? So you're just tacking on excellence on top of excellence. Take the little silicone,
brake fluid that my hair is sitting
packets. Yeah, probably. No, it looks like water.
That's water. If you run an IFS, bring an extra tie rod. Just do it.
For sure.
Just get an extra tie rod, bring it. We've had these tie rod sleeves on, doesn't matter. Still busts tie rods. In fact, this is a junkyard tie rod on this side.
We've bent one. We've never snapped. We've bent.
I said busted. Bent is busted.
Is it? Well, it's a short video today, but yeah, that's it. That's kind of what you look for before you head out somewhere. And yeah, you know.
Let us know what we missed, because it's probably something.
Yeah, there's probably something, but as of right now, I think we did it right.
We should probably do a video on the things that we bring and what we do to be prepared when we go on a few more trips, just so, you know, we don't look dumb and post a video and then we go on a trip and we're like, oh, we forgot that one thing. Too bad we already did the video.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, we'll update it eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it's gonna be exciting testing all this stuff out, seeing whether our tires actually stay on the back of our vehicles, and we get to test out the new CV axles. We get to test out the rock sliders, and yeah, so
ideally the CVs we just won't notice.
I think the next video, if things go badly, I think we should call it The Reckoning. Because if things go badly, it's going to go real bad if it goes bad, you know?
Like The Reckoning is in there's a reason people buy super expensive Broncos and don't take beater old GM.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's reason why they buy every part from Rough Country, you know?
All of them.
But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Let your friends go home.